What's up, guys? I'm the Russell Gamer. Welcome back to our last of our Summerslam coverage videos. As we're getting ready to take a look at the main event for the Universal Championship, John Cena versus Roman Reigns, and apparently now with the added stipulation that if Roman Reigns loses the title tonight, he will leave WWE. If I am correct on that statement, but anyway, I'm being joined by the Studley man Ashley, and Ashley, after that anticlimactic WWE Championship match, I'm hoping we get a better finish with the Universal title. Ash, are you there?
I am. I've got a stream with the Wrestle Talk guys, and they've just had a little sort of mini announcement on theirs that one of the guys is going to be a dad. He's just announced, revealed that his partner's pregnant, which is more interesting than the promo for.
And something else that's probably might be more interesting than that would be Pro Wrestling 225 presents Conflict in Acadiana, live August 28, 2021, from the Como Rec Center in Lafayette, Louisiana. If you guys want to find out more information on this and our other upcoming events, be sure you check out Pro Wrestling 225 on Facebook for all the details. How'd you like that little segue into that, Ash?
Feud must continue.
But what have been the box office? I don't know if you've seen the previews for this. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, but apparently John Cena's already done another movie ahead of Suicide Squad. I think it's supposed to be like this really weird comedy movie.
Oh, the thing on Hulu.
Well, that's on Hulu? I thought that was coming out in theaters.
The thing on Hulu. No, they're dumping it on Hulu. They are dumping it on Hulu because, hang on, let's double check.
Yeah,
Jonathan Cena.
I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, but for the life of me, it's escaping me at the moment. But it's like Cena and his wife on screen, kind of crazy, cuckoo, and like on meth or something like that, and they're tormenting this other couple. I wouldn't say tormenting, but they're kind of bringing their lifestyle to them in a sense. There's one scene where
I'm trying to get it.
He shoots a bottle off the other guy's head, and his wife says, "Look, honey, you shot the bottle this time." And
Vacation Friends.
Yeah, that's what it is. Vacation Friends.
It's a Hulu original film that's coming out this Friday. It's a 20th Century Studios.
Isn't that an affiliate of Fox?
In America, no, it's Disney. Remember now.
Oh, 20th Century's owned by Disney?
It's on Hulu in America. It's on Hulu in America. It's going to be on Disney Plus Star by the end of August, apparently in some international territories. And then Disney Plus Hotstar, which is basically the same thing, just under a different name, catering more to the Indian market. It's going to come out there on streaming only, and in select territories September 3rd as well, streaming only. It's literally streaming only.
Wow, I'm a little bit disappointed. No unique entrance for John Cena. Other than the fact he's got a new...
They probably could do it.
He's got new merch.
Well, it is worth noting, I believe... there is a...
Oh, they turned John Cena into Super Mario Brothers 3. Have you seen
No, they just gave him...
Don't tell me
it's pixel art. Doesn't mean... Oh, I see. I've seen the front now. Yeah. I've seen the front.
It's like, they better not dare give John Cena a Tanuki suit.
And of course, the Never Give Up is very much in the style to the Super Game Boy logo.
Yes.
It's on that towel. He likes retro games. He likes retro games. Cena likes retro games.
As do
And
we.
nothing else. Just retro games. Hey, I like good games as well. I like modern games as well, but
Yeah.
I need to keep an eye and see what's going on in the boxing. Because apparently they want to do this. And not care what it clashes with.
And it looks like on the back of the shirt is every championship belt he won and a date on it too, like when he won it. Yeah, it's his 16 world titles. I just counted it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's time for hoo-ah! And Reigns, in typical heel fashion, is not coming out alone. Reigns is flanked by Paul Heyman and the Usos.
I love the fact those CGI graphics of CGI Roman going ooh focuses very much on the dick. Because, you know,
Yeah, I know.
dick.
I, I noticed that. I didn't want to mention it, but
The
I'm
dick.
glad somebody else did.
Oh, I guess they're lucky. Apparently, the Pacquiao fight has not started yet. It was supposed to be at around 11:30 Eastern. But apparently, it isn't.
So if Jimmy Uso is the right-hand man of Roman Reigns, what does that make Jey Uso? As I mentioned, that the Usos are heading back to the back.
The left-hand man. The left-hand man. He stood on the other side.
So they're not going to do the typical heel having the numbers in his favor on the outside thing, other than Paul Heyman being there. The Usos went to the back. By the way, guys, if you've been watching these videos, I thank you for taking the time to watch this and listen to our commentary and our conversations about these matches. We hope to do the same thing tomorrow night for the NXT Takeover. Is it 36 or 37?
36.
36.
The last one.
Yeah, we hope to do that tomorrow too. And the one thing I definitely don't want to talk about is Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis.
I mean, they're not on the card, so...
I know, but after what I saw on NXT this past week, I took one look at the ring and I'm like, did she get that ring from the movie Heavy Metal? I wonder how many of you out there will actually understand that reference. And that sound makes me wonder. Makes me figure that you understood that reference too, Rash.
No, I didn't say anything because I didn't.
Oh, okay. Let me just say, if you get a chance,
I did not want to enter in on a joke that I didn't know what the punchline was or anything. So you know.
all I'm gonna say is, it's a.
Also, technically, if we're going by the old tradition, women are only supposed to propose to men in only on leap year, unless you know because they're all wacky. It don't matter. Also, considering how they only had their official first date, 2 weeks ago, is this like married at first sight or something? We're
Uh,
getting married that quick? What the hell?
Also, while I'm thinking about it, as they're making the ring introductions of John Cena and Roman Reigns, a very belated happy birthday to former Raw ring announcer Lillian Garcia, who's, believe it or not, from the way she looks, she's 55 years old, and she looks
Mm-hmm.
absolutely stunning. She looks amazing for her
Mm-hmm.
age.
They replaced the canvas for the Reigns versus Cena main event.
I mean, haven't they done that for every match?
Um, they would have probably done because of the water spray.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
Uh,
Also, nice hairdo by John Cena. Got an extra layer of thickness on it.
much like his hair that seems to be in that trailer
Yeah.
for Vacation Friends.
And again, the thing to keep in mind when watching this match, everyone, is not only is the Universal title on the line, but Roman Reigns says he will leave WWE if he loses the title. That was the added stipulation.
You know what's going to happen here, don't you?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what's going to happen? Roman beats Cena. Big E cashes in, becomes champion. So technically, Roman doesn't have to leave, but he also doesn't walk away with the title.
Cena starts out the match with a side headlock.
If that happens, tell me I told you so. Because I told you so.
And are my eyes deceiving me, or does it look like Roman Reigns has got some new tattoos, fresh tattoos on his back?
Maybe.
Yeah, because it looks like it extends further downward than it used to before. Roll up by Cena and only a 2.
Maybe he's just wearing his attire slightly further up.
Oh, maybe.
They be some chunky. They be some chunky trouser trunks.
And Cena gesturing to Roman Reigns that it only takes 3 seconds to lose. And now both men appear to be locking up for a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Then Cena transitions into a small package and only a 2. And once again, Cena taunting Roman Reigns with what he alluded to on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago and last night, that it only takes 3 seconds for Roman Reigns to lose the championship. So in a sense...
What about Taiwan, though, John? What about Taiwan?
Forget about Taiwan. What about Tai2? Sorry, bad joke. It could have been worse. I could have said, when did Taiwan?
The great is that both China and the people that don't like China. So you've offended everybody with that joke.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But now Roman Reigns in control of John Cena after only a couple of punches. I mean, another roll-up by Cena. That's the third roll-up of the match, and only a 2. And a big back elbow takes Cena to the ground. So we've seen, like, what? We've seen, like, 2 roll-ups and a small package out of Cena so far.
Love the fact that, like, Roman is having to hype up the crowd because they literally don't give a damn.
I think Roman Reigns is more effective as a heel rather than a face. I mean, one could argue, look at the work that he's done over the past year as a heel and as Universal Champion.
Of course, we know
He's essentially been the top heel on the SmackDown brand.
been the top heel in the company.
Reigns delivers a suplex but does not pin John Cena's shoulders to the mat for the 3.
He's just riling up the fans. He isn't actually doing wrestling.
Because if the crowd aren't into it, you know, there's one thing I've heard, you know, albeit a good reaction or a bad reaction, the worst thing to have in wrestling would be
We have a stipulation. We have a stipulation where if Roman loses, he's leaving.
Yeah, but if the crowd don't care
How are
about
the crowd
it and they don't
care?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm saying, how are they supposed to care when it's like, well, Roman's winning because he ain't going to leave the company, is he?
Reigns delivers another suplex to Cena.
Because I'm pretty sure he isn't out of contract soon. And, you know, considering all the press that AEW's got over the last 24, 48 hours, I don't think they want to do any more own goal.
Did you literally see the guy crying for CM Punk on AEW?
I did.
Oh, never mind then.
And what's wrong with men showing emotion?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I just mentioned it.
It was your tone of voice that said that you seemingly had something wrong with it.
No, I just
keep in mind, it's something that nobody thought was going to happen. That's why people were emotional.
Yeah,
and he was there.
Yeah, and I think Darby Allin
inside an arena which hadn't had wrestling in it for what, 25 years? I think the last WCW, technically the last WCW event there was Thunder in like 2000, I think.
That was like,
98, I think.
Oh, that was well over 20 years ago.
WWE never had a pay-per-view or a Raw or a house show in there.
Wait, weren't they in Chicago for that Money in the Bank when it was supposedly Punk's last contractually?
That was the.
Okay.
That was the Allstate Arena. That's the new one. That's where the Blackhawks play with the ice hockey. That wasn't the United Center where the Bulls played.
I know they had Reigns posing on the steel steps with the Universal Championship, riling up the crowd.
The ref's going, I'll count you out. That means Roman keeps the belt. Why do you think he care?
Second small package of the match, and Reigns kicks out and takes down Cena again. Being away from the ring for so long, Cena still looks in magnificent shape, though. You got to give him that.
I mean, he has to. He's doing, like, other movies.
Yeah, but I wonder.
Supposedly, they're already in the middle of. They're already in the middle of shooting or have shot this Peacemaker series for HBO. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Cena's going for the attitude adjustment. Reigns counters into the DDT, but does not put Cena away. And I was about to ask the question: with Cena being gone for as long as he's been in the ring, there is the actual thing what I've been told of ring rust. I mean, there's one thing about a week or so or 2 weeks maybe, but Cena. When was the last time we saw Cena do a match? Wasn't it with WrestleMania and the Fiend? And that wasn't technically a match in a sense. It was like a cinematic thing.
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
So what I'm wondering is, can Cena still take the bumps the way he used to? Oh, he went for the shoulder tackle, which started the typical 5 moves of doom, and Roman Reigns countered it with a punch.
So interestingly, that martial arts movie that he did with Jackie Chan, when he did that special sort of fist, like Superman punch move.
Yeah, I remember that.
That still hasn't come out. He's currently filming Peacemaker for HBO Max. And then apparently he's going to be involved somehow in the new Matthew Vaughn film with Argyle, the world's greatest spy. So whether that means that Henry Cavill's playing the spy or John Cena is, because it's hard to tell from the way that it's listed.
Third roll-up of the match by
he's
Cena.
He's in the Jansen Directive, which, considering he's playing Paul Jansen, probably means that he's the lead character. More than likely.
So far in this match, 3 roll-ups, 2 small packages. And now Reigns has got a sleeper hold. Cena now doing his typical comeback out of the sleeper hold, but now Reigns gets on the back of Cena, making Cena carry his weight. And needless to say, Roman Reigns is no small man by any stretch of the imagination. Reigns has got maybe like, what, a good 240, 250? Somewhere in that range?
Let me check.
It's somewhere in that range.
The official listing is Reigns is fucking huge.
And that's in metric, right?
No, that's in the IKEA. That's in the IKEA range because, of course, Roman is head of the table.
How did Roman, after just favoring his back a little bit, standing there, watching Cena just run up and just hit that clothesline? That's a fucking ridiculous spot. He watched Cena coming in. He had like 2-3 seconds to react to it and then just ate the clothesline.
And now do you wonder why 2K22 is coming out in March? They're like, how do we make all these bad booking decisions but reflect them in game? We need more time for bad booking decisions. Oh no.
Yep, Cena's into the 5 moves of doom.
Cena's into the
Oh, wait a
5.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Roman's with a counter. Roman's got a counter. Wait, Cena countered. Cena was taunting for the... Oh, Superman punch. Cena was taunting for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Roman latched onto the rear naked choke, but Cena was able to somehow counter it into a jackknife pin, but does not put away Roman, and Roman connects with a Superman punch on the way up. And now the third person tonight to use a spear, but that got countered.
Hang on. Big E, Edge, Lashley,
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Fifth person then. Fifth person. Attitude adjustment by Cena.
People did.
Roman kicks out of the AA. And as you guys can tell...
Well, he's got to do the Chinese punch. You got to do the punch for Jackie Chan. He's got to do the...
Oh, he's doing the
Well,
cross.
no, to be fair, he's got 2 moves left.
He's got the STF.
He's got the STF.
Or didn't it used to be called the STFU?
Yeah. But keep in mind, the move is the STF.
Yep. I remember a wrestler once a time by the name of Eric Watts used that as his finisher. And now I'm pretty sure, seeing that, Ash is going to be on the hunt to see who else used an STF as a finisher, as Reigns connects with the drive-by on the outside.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, the only name that comes to mind when I think STF is
I know
Eric Watts.
Female wrestler had it. I think some female wrestler had it. From what I can remember.
Cena's on the outside, and
yeah, of course, Muta did it. Muta did it as well. Technically, Okada does it. Technically, Regal's done it. Oh, it was Tennille Dashwood, wasn't it? When she was Emma, and she still does it from time to time in Impact.
Speaking of Impact, Cena just hit the AA to Roman Reigns through the announcer's table, which imploded, as usual. Cena goes for the cover on Reigns' title on the line, and the kick out by Reigns.
We had to have a table spot.
And you
because
notice
there are no Spanish announcers.
Yeah, what happened to our Spanish? What happened to our Spanish announcers anyway?
Hidden. They are hidden. Also, they know that they've got to end this soon because Pacquiao's ready. I doubt Pacquiao was watching this yet.
Is Cena going to do a spot off the top? I can see now. Cena's going to go for a spot off the top, and Reigns is going to catch him in a spear. No, he caught him in a powerbomb. Well, Cena's going to go for that avalanche rocker dropper. And Reigns countered into the power bomb. And to those of you who are watching this video, thank you very much for sitting by and just listening to us discuss this match. And again, we hope to do the exact same thing tomorrow night for NXT TakeOver 36. And we hope you guys enjoy those videos as well. As Roman Reigns seems to be loading up the Superman punch. Cena with a counter into the fourth roll-up, and only a 2 count. Cena attempting from the AA, Reigns with a counter, and hits the Superman punch. Reigns go for the cover, and only a 2 count. And I gotta say, they are really working the crowd up for this. Even though we kind of already know what's going to happen, they really are playing up the crowd and working up their emotions. And I gotta say, they're doing a good job of it too. I'm not complaining. I'm saying they're doing a really good job of it.
Well, they have to.
Considering who it is, it's Cena and Reigns. They know how to work. Despite what many people may say, they still know how to work. And now to correct myself from earlier tonight, the 5th person tonight to use the spear. But he misses it and catches the LCD post. Now, what are they going to do with Cena and Reigns now?
Double count out.
No, Cena deposits Reigns. Is Cena thinking Avalanche AA? That's what he's thinking. Cena up the middle rope with an Avalanche AA to Reigns. Goes for the cover. 2. And oh no, Reigns kicks out. And look at the crowd reaction for that. And look, Ash, the dude with the green shirt is there. Cena with the Avalanche AA does not get the job done against the Universal Champion. So the main event here at SummerSlam continues on. And Manny Pacquiao must be thinking, what the fuck? Get off the air. Sorry for
Watch this and cherish this. How?
So we've seen, what, 4 schoolboys, 2 small packages, 1 regular attitude adjustment, and Avalanche AA. And now, I guess, the 6th person to attempt the spear.
Punch. He's got to do the punch.
Well, that's pretty much what they're doing now. They're exchanging punches. But I know the punch you're talking about.
We got to the yay boo bit.
But who's getting the yays and who's
the
getting
yay boo bit?
Who's getting the yays and who's getting the boos? And speaking of punches, there's the Superman punch. And now Reigns for the third time. This time hits the spear, covers Cena, and picks up the win. Thoughts on the ending, Ash?
I mean, happening. It happened.
Wait, what the? What the? Brock Lesnar!
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar!
What?
It's Brock Lesnar!
Oh, well, I guess he isn't going to AEW.
Is this how they turn Brock Lesnar face?
Still got the ponytail. He's still got the ponytail. He looks like Alexander Wolf.
And what the hell was that camera angle? Oh wait, are they going to have Brock Lesnar beat up Roman Reigns and then Big E's going to cash in? And storyline wise, where's that leave Paul Heyman?
Well, I just saw that camera angle.
Yeah.
I just saw that camera angle.
Yeah, like he was in a tunnel or something. What the fuck?
No, he fell over.
Brock, the steps are not next to the ring. Hello? Do you have your contacts in, Mr. Lesnar? Can you judge the
He'll
actor?
just jump on the top of the... He'll jump on the steps onto the ring post.
I will say this, that is a very unique look for Mr. Lesnar. And you know me, I've never been on the Brock Lesnar bandwagon, per se. But now we got a standoff between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Question is, whose side will Heyman actually be on?
Heyman looked more surprised than anything to see Brock Lesnar out there. But he's walking back with Roman Reigns for the time being. Almost with a conflicted look on his face.
We're just going to end the pay-per-view with that.
So I'm guessing now the next angle for Roman Reigns to work is with Brock Lesnar.
Obviously, he's going to be the main event Saudi, surely. I doubt they'd do it for Extreme Rules, but you never know. A night of surprises.
Really?
The Becky one I sort of saw coming. The Brock one was. I didn't think he'd be back this soon, but I guess Vince is desperate. Phil caused the panic button to be pushed. I think.
More than likely. But anyway, guys and gals, that's it for the time being. We hope you enjoyed these last few videos of our SummerSlam coverage. And once again, don't forget, Pro Wrestling 225 presents Conflict in Acadiana, live August 28, 2021, from the Como Rec Center in Lafayette, Louisiana. If you guys want more information on that and our next upcoming event, the Mayor's Cup in Columbia, Mississippi, be sure you check out Pro Wrestling 225 on Facebook for all the details on that and our upcoming events. With my thanks to the Studley Man Ashley, I'm your friendly neighborhood wrestling gamer, reminding all of you guys out there to just stay awesome. Bye, guys!